Good morning, everyone. Today we want to teach you how to do factorization by taking out common factors. When we were kids, if we see this a bracket b plus c, we could remove the brackets. How do we do this? We can see between a and the brackets there's nothing, meaning it is a multiplication. So we multiply a and b together to get the first term, ab, and also multiply the part at the back to get ac. So now we change the relation from multiplication into addition. This process is called expansion. And factorization is just doing this but in reverse, which means turning the addition of a polynomial back into a product of its factors. This is factorization. Factorization and expansion is a reverse process, meaning it could go back. The reverse of plus is minus. The reverse of times is divide. So the reverse of factorization is expansion. Let's try with an example. The question wants us to factorize 9a plus 6. How do we do it? We can use a method that we learned as kids, in which we do a little short division on 9a plus 6. Pay attention to these two numbers. 9 and 6 are multiples of 3. So we divide the two numbers by 3. We say that 3 is the common factor of these two numbers. So we end up with 3a plus 2. And for 3a plus 2, there are no more other common factors that we could use. So we do not have to do any more short division. How do we write the final answer? 9a plus 6, by our calculation, we can write the common factor on the outside and write down the remaining parts with a bracket. So after our factorization, it is 3 times 3a plus 2. If you have any doubts with your answer, we could put the number 3 and multiply it with the elements inside the bracket. 3 times 3a equals to 9a. 3 times 2 equals to 6. If by expansion we get the same result as what we had originally, then for sure we are correct. Let's try another example. Although it is longer, we still do it in the same way. We first do a short division on this polynomial. Focus on these three numbers. Their common factor is 5. They are all multiples of 5, so we use 5 to divide them. After division, we did nothing to the unknowns, so we just copy them back down, ab. So after doing this, we get 1a minus 2b plus 4. Look at this blue part. Are there any more factors that we could take out? Remember, we're not only looking at two terms. We could only take it out if 3 of them have the same common factor. There are no more factors that we could take out, so here ends our short division. We now write down our answer. The red part is on the outside, and the blue parts, we write them inside the brackets. 1a is the same as a, so that is why this is the final answer. When we do factorization, we may take out more than once. This example, 2ab plus 6ac. First, look at the numbers. We could take out the common factor 2. Left with ab plus 3ac. Now we look at this part. We can see that a is also a common factor of these two terms. Therefore, we should continue doing it. We first remove the a, and now we are left with b plus 3c. And now the blue part really has no more common factors. And so the common factor that we took out is 2a. And so by factorization, we write the red part on the outside. The remaining blue parts, we put them in brackets. This is the answer after factorization. If you are in doubt, remember to do the reverse process, which is multiplying it back inside. If we multiply it and we get back the original question, then for sure we are correct. What do we do if we found out that there are negative numbers in our polynomial? This question is very similar to the one previously. Before is 2ab plus 6ac, now both have negative. But the way we do it is exactly the same. We could factor out all the negative numbers in one go. Before, we divided by 2. Now we focus on these two numbers. Both have negative sign, so we take out negative 2. Taking out by 2, the answer is 1 and 3. Since we take out by negative 2, we end up with positive 1 and positive 3. Both negative terms, having taken out the negative part, has become positive. Now we keep doing it. We see the term a, so then we keep taking out a. But this time there is no more negative numbers, so we only take out positive a. We are left with b plus 3c. Now the blue part really has no more common factors. We only took out negative 2a. So for the final answer, the red part, we write it on the outside, and the leftover blue parts, we write it inside a bracket. We have now completed our factorization. Sometimes the polynomials have indices. We need to be careful. For example, in this question, 8x squared minus 4y squared. The method is similar. We first focus on the numbers first. I believe most of you could easily figure out that we need to take out 4. But when there are indices, we need to be careful. Some people may ask, both are to the power of 2. Can we take out the 2? We need to remember that x squared is actually equals to x times x. Y squared is y times y. When you take it apart this way, you'll realize there are no common factors that we could take out. Therefore, we stop here. We only took out 4 as the common factor. So after factorization, the final answer is 4 bracket 2x squared minus y squared. Now let's try the same question, but instead of y squared, it is now x to the power of 5. How is it different now when we do factorization? Let's find out. We first do a short division on this polynomial. Focusing on the numbers, we first take out 4. This time, both terms have different indices. But we need to consider, what do these two parts actually represent? As mentioned before, x squared is x times x. So x to the power of 5 is x multiplied by itself 5 times. We find that indeed they have common factors. They both have 2 x's. So now we can take out the x square. The part in front, we are left with 2. But for the part at the back, there are 5 x's in total. Taking out 2, we are left with 3. So now we could see that the common factor that we have taken out is 4x squared. Writing down the final answer, the common factor, we write it outside. The rest of it, we put it inside brackets, and this is our final answer. That's the end of today's video. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask teachers. Bye!